Hey, yo, Fifth, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it up to you. The production on your show, incredible. Light show, incredible. The dances, incredible. The outfit changes, incredible. Significant improvement since the way you used to perform back in the day.
Like, looking like you fanning a fart is a better performance than Busta Rhymes. You out your rabbit.
Man, I'm chilling. I ain't bothering nobody, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I go shopping, I give me a mean leather jacket. I think I'm doing my thing. I'm like, I'm my own little planet. I ain't with nobody. He's always got to try to one up on me, right? Have one up on me. I get a banging leather jacket. This Busta get a leather line up.
50, you know good and well that I woke up to this you done started this morning, and I was the one that was leaving everybody alone. So what you doing is giving false narratives, homie. You talking about you just went to buy a leather jacket. You ain't bothering nobody. You left alone. And I went and bought a leather hairline. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. On some real G.
The internet's on fire, and Busta Rhymes is running out of places to duck. Once praised as a hip-hop titan with unstoppable energy, he's now tangled in scandal after leaked tapes allegedly tied him to Diddy's infamous world. Fans are rattled, questioning everything they ever admired. Busta's larger-than-life persona, once his weapon, is now fueling the backlash as old rumors and unsettling clips resurface. As the chaos grows, Busta shocks everyone again, this time by pulling 50 Cent straight into the storm.
I seen the rapper Busta Rhymes. I seen him pull the little lawyer dude into the section, and they walled him off. So I'm thinking to myself, damn. Well, he ain't come. Well, he came with us, but I usually got a rule: you come with us, you gotta leave with us. Cause I'm this big black him. I'm gonna be the only person they come to pick up first if one of y'all don't show up home. So it's like, I try to stick to my protocol. Man, the dude stayed with them. And then his boyfriend was on Facebook woofing the whole next day. Oh, motherfuckers ain't loyal and all of this shit.
Wait a minute, hold on. Any one of us can look at this on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm gonna find this man page, bro.
Just clown. They weirdos, because you know they paid me to come on the stream before, so they control. So I'm like, y'all making fake content. So when I seen them in person, Wax say, calm down, CC, it's just for the internet. It's just content. We know Busta Rhymes gay, but you can't be saying that. I'm looking like, what? And then the dude loose cannon like, CC, man, you gotta calm down, man. We just getting content off. I say, bro, we not playing, making fake content. So now that I see that's what they do, weirdos, bro.
Everybody knows what a rainbow is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what the sky can bring. It brings rain, it brings the sun. Like, you understand what life is too, you know? So for me to know that you have a great, you know, Raymona Harvey is Busta Rhymes, this is his real name. Anybody can get on Facebook and look up Raymona Harvey and be like, yo, that's Busta Rhymes, yo, with no wig on. And be like, yo, wild out, on your own time, but this is information that you allow me to give to the people.
I know you're a veteran of the hip hop community. Frank Ocean just recently came out with a statement saying that, you know, he was in a relationship, you know, long ago. Do you think hip hop's ready for like someone of a different orientation, or are they gonna be accepting of it, or what are your opinions on that?
I don't know if it's just about hip hop being willing to accept it. I think the whole world is ready to accept whatever people choose to be in life. You know what I'm saying? From hip hop all the way down to just the common man that walks the streets and the earth every day. It's like we're at a place in life where, you know, we gotta respect and accept what people choose as their path that they want to walk in life. Because ultimately, you want people to choose you want people to respect what you choose as your path in your journey in life. And ultimately, you know, whatever that man does in his personal space is that man's choice and it's that man's business. I am an extremely huge fan of Frank Ocean. His music is impeccable to me. And as far as I'm concerned, I respect the dude completely. I think, you know, whatever he does at home is his business. Just keep that music popping the way you've been keeping it, brother. And you got my money from the concerts. You got my money from when you put them albums in the stores, and it ain't gonna stop. As long as you continue to contribute your greatness, God bless him, man.
The moment Busta saw his name getting dragged, he convinced himself 50 Cent was behind it all. In his mind, the internet wouldn't have turned on him this fast without some serious influence, and who'd better to stir the pot than the king of online chaos himself. Busta threw jabs at 50's recent music, hoping to shift the heat off himself. But 50 doesn't just react, he shuts it down completely.
Put it on. Hold on. Said he can do put your hands better than me. Yeah. So do me a favor, right, Spain? You would never listen to what you're saying, y'all? That was it right there. Now, Fifth, I'm gonna challenge you for real.
What is that, man?
It's real pizza.
I can't afford nothing, man. All my money's in Western Holdings.
Don't worry, we're rich. Where's the mom? It's my birthday. I love you.
We are dealing with Uticus. Cool for cool drink. Uticus. We are dealing with Uticus.
Hello, I'm Amber.
How are you?
Nice to see you. Welcome aboard.
Pleasure, Amber.
Thank you.
As we always say, the blessings don't stop, so we ain't stopping. Stay blessed up. Don't block your blessing. Know when to get out the way so that the passions could be free, to let the blessings continue to be bestowed in abundance. The birthday turn up ain't done no time soon. Happy Memorial Day weekend. We out here with Uticus. In 1 week, worldwide, 840,000 tickets sold in 1 week. 840,000 tickets in 1 week. No, hold up. Hold up. Stop. Sold 675,000 tickets before the first show in 4 days.
That's because I've been out of the country.
He was hitting me 3 days in a row. Like, he hit me the first day. No, hold on. He hit me the first day. Hey, yo, buddy.
50 Cent didn't waste a second getting even. Grinning on Instagram Live, he zeroed in on Busta's hairline, joking it was fading faster than his career, and the comment section exploded with laughter. But Busta wasn't about to stay silent. He fired back hard, and the exchange was pure entertainment.
Never been on a tour for 5 months. We did the first show July 21st. My last show was November 21st. He's still on that same tour.
Yeah, man.
He don't play with that work. Ever since he first came to Violator, and the first Get Rich or Die Trying came out, he was the only one that would jump on a plane like the was a cab.
Right. Go get it.
That got no problem flying 20 hours somewhere and coming back home the next day. This is how he was from the beginning. So being on that tour and being able to do all of those antics every night, the way it was received was phenomenal.
If Busta ever try to front on me, hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with that 9 milli, what the deal, yo? Yeah, I do his better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes show. Cause look, man, and they try to say that if you ever thought that the Busta Rhymes was better than me, you crazy. You crazy, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it up to you. The production on your show, incredible. Light show, incredible. The dances, incredible. The outfit changes, incredible. Significant improvement since the way you used to perform back in the day.
Like, looking like you fanning a fart is a better performance than Busta Rhymes. You out your rabbit. Keep fanning the fart. Keep fanning the fart. Hey, yo, what you say, Split? F50, fanning the fart Ferrari. F50, break it down. Fan it down.
Man, I'm chilling. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I go shopping. I give me a mean leather jacket. I think I'm doing my thing. I'm like, I'm my own little planet. I ain't with nobody. He's always got to try to one up on me, right? Have one up on me. I get a banging leather jacket. This Busta get a leather line up.
But things took an even darker turn when a new video dropped, showing Busta acting strangely toward a fan. The unsettling clip only poured more fuel on the fire, sparking fresh questions about what really happens behind the scenes in the industry.
You put your hands better than me. Yeah. So do me a favor, right, Spade? Hit you with no delay. Listen what you're saying, yo. That was it right there. Now, Spade, I'm gonna tell you for real. What you do at this time, you gotta get low with the bench, though. You know how I do it on time. I don't know. Now you want me to do it how he do it. I see the way I do it. I want to see the breath control everything. I want to see you do it. No, that's when I'm in the shower. I'm Busta Rhymes. That's not how I do it in the shower. Now, hit you with nothing to answer what you saying, yo. Silly with the ice cream, with the dilly, yo. Don't stop. Don't stop. Man, y'all gonna have to pay me big money for this shit. All these niggas. Yeah. That's it. Talk to us. Dragon season. Everybody go get your dragon mask. Available on Busta Rhymes Universe. Click the link in the bio. Shop Busta Rhymes Universe right now. It's that time. Dragon season. Yeah, we dropping Unleash Me at midnight too. We ain't playing no games with none of y'all. What season is it? Dragon season. What season is it? Dragon season. What season is it? Dragon season. 50. You know good and well that I woke up to this you done started this morning, and I was the one that was leaving everybody alone. So what you doing is giving false narratives, homie. You talking about you just went to buy a leather jacket. You ain't bothering nobody. You left alone. And I went and bought a leather hairline. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. On some real G. Let me tell you something. You talking about that pimpin' curly that you was doing as a character? But no, you was doing pimpin' curly in real life too. Trying to look like Rico Suave or one of them going on a red carpet at one of them movies she was involved with. And I don't want you to use that as no excuse neither, talking about you was playing a character. You wasn't in character when you had to go down that red carpet. You could have got back to yourself. You chose to stay in character with that Rico Suave, some berries and sweet juices you had up in your head top. Now, I do want you to know I'm your brother, so I'm gonna always support
You and everything you do. I ain't been doing nothing but that since the inception of our friendship. File it up. Now, with that being said, I got one question to the masses. There's several products that you have to incorporate to get your to look like Rico 50. All right? Rico Suave. We talking about Rico 50. Let's see which one of the products that he used to get to looking like Rico 50. Was it this? Or was it this? Or was it this? Matter of fact, I think the real question is, did he blend all three of these to look like this? Chill. I got a grand prize for anyone that jumps in the comments, any consumer around the world that used to also use these products to help identify, doing a forensic deep dive and a research and a data analytics on those products to help us understand, was it a combined effort of all three, or was it a combined effort of two, or was it just one of them to get you to look like Rico 50? Now, with that being said, if you guess right what the blend was chemically for that berry juice look for Rico 50, you might win the grand prize. Until then, just know, the blessings don't stop, so we gonna just keep this going as long as we need to, because if the blessings don't stop, I don't stop, and we don't stop. Dragon season, yeah.
As fans connected the dots, Busta's defenses kept crumbling, and then came the biggest shock. He suddenly rushed to defend Diddy, urging everyone to respect his privacy. Seriously? The stained Diddy facing multiple federal investigations and whose infamous after-parties have become pure scandal fuel.
So over the weekend, a video went viral of Busta flirting with a concert goer in suggestive fashion while opening for the G-Unit boss on his final lap tour in St. Paul, Minnesota last Friday, September 15th. The clip showed him holding his microphone near his crotch and stroking it as if it was an erect while staring at a fan in the crowd and sticking his tongue out. After the video caused a stir on social media, with some people horrified by Busta's shamelessly horny behavior, 50 Cent reshared it on his Instagram page on Monday, September 18th, along with a few words clowning his close friend. Busta stole this move from me. I used to do this to Magic Stick 10 years ago. Now it just feels dirty, inappropriate, unnecessary. This is giving your old uncle at the barbecue that won't go sit down vibes, right? Busta Rhymes saw the funny side of it as he responded with several laughing face emojis in the comment section. This isn't the first time that 50 Cent has ribbed Busta Rhymes on the road. While backstage during a tour stop in Charlotte, North Carolina in August, he couldn't help but poke fun at him in his oversized jewelry.
Tell him the chain too big. Whoa! Tell that chain too big. He ain't got no friends. They're not telling him.
Jokes aside, at least one of 50 and Busta's rap peers wants to see the pair capitalize on their time together on tour and hit the studio. In a tweet last month, Waka Flocka Flame called for the rap legends to drop a full-length project together, saying the culture needs it. The culture need a joint album from Busta Rhymes and 50 Cent. Don't give us a tired excuse because y'all going on a worldwide tour. That's too much time, LOL. Waka's wish might be a long shot though, considering 50 and Busta have only appeared on a handful of songs together, including Eminem's 2003 Ja Rule diss Hail Mary and the Posse cut Victory 2004 alongside Diddy, Lloyd Banks, and the late Big.
As if fate was mocking the chaos, Diddy caught a lucky break when a $30 million lawsuit against him got tossed out, giving him one less battle to fight. But while Diddy slips away for now, Busta's still sinking fast, and there's no one coming to pull him out.
So much going on in the music industry and the headlines pertaining to Diddy. How closely are you paying attention to his case, the allegations, and the things that are coming forward with him?
I don't pay attention to none of it. I just kind of like to pay attention to the truth. When that time manifests, then, we'll speak about this, hopefully when that time comes. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really like to speak on situations that I'm not well versed in, and that's not really my situation. You know what I'm saying? But I wish the best for everyone involved. God bless everyone involved. And, I think that we should all kind of be a little more mindful of how much we speak on other things when it's as sensitive as this.
And it's incredibly sensitive.
It's extremely sensitive, and I think that people don't keep in mind the effect of what their opinion can have. And I think it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth is, because an opinion can detrimentally affect someone short-term and long-term. And I just, from my own learning experiences and being through, none of us are exempt from going through challenges and obstacles and trials and tribulations, some are way more intense and extreme than others. But I think at the end of the day, as we go through these things, we learn from them, and we also got to learn how to help people get through them. And that's the angle in life that I like to approach things from, because I know if any one of us is going through challenges in general, we do want some sort of help and guidance and support to not make those mistakes again.
Have you had the chance to speak to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, it got a little out of control. But a lot of the times when people are going through things, you gotta respect the space and the privacy that they need to process how they're gonna deal with the things that they're going through, and I just wanna see the right end result for everyone.
So what's your take? Will Diddy dodge the rest of his lawsuits? Was 50 really the mastermind behind Busta's downfall? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're feeling this, smash that subscribe button so you never miss a drop. Until next time, fam, stay real.
Diddy Combs is celebrating a legal win after a federal judge dropped multiple charges in a $30 million civil lawsuit against him. The New York judge dismissed the most serious allegations in the lawsuit from former music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones and warned Jones's attorney to stop making, quote, irrelevant insults, misstatements, and exaggerations. Combs denies all the allegations against him, and this all comes as a new ABC News podcast is shedding light on the criminal charges and civil lawsuits against Diddy and his claims of innocence. Bad Rap, the case against Diddy, is brought to you by host ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer, and I spoke with Brian yesterday to tell us all about it. Take a look. Congratulations on the new podcast. I know our viewers are excited because you're a familiar face around here. So I want to start there because you are on here almost every week, if not more often, with me talking about big cases in the news. So what made you focus on this one? What is it about Diddy's case that made you want to dig deeper?
So I think it's a combination of, and I think we can all kind of agree to some extent, everyone knows Puffy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, in some way, shape, or form through his music. He's had a huge influence in the way that we look at hip hop, the way we look at millionaires, billionaires, fashion, things like that. And then all of a sudden, we have this massive criminal case. And I think a lot of people are looking back and saying, "What? I heard a whisper, I heard a rumor. Is this connected? Is it not?" And I think both as an attorney and as just a person who was born in the 80s, this fascinated me, and I really appreciate ABC and everyone involved, because when I came with a crazy idea of what about a podcast? People were like, you know what? Yeah, let's see how this works.
How significant is it that this federal judge just dropped multiple charges from Lil Rod's civil lawsuit?
So I get that it's a big headline, and it is significant if you're looking at it just as this civil lawsuit. And I think the Rodney Jones lawsuit was massive in the sense that it led to the raids of Sean Combs' homes, because in that lawsuit he said, this is where the videos are, this is what he's doing with it, all these allegations, and likely led to this federal indictment. But the reason why these charges got dismissed is because of pleadings. The way that the attorney pled out the charges charges with RICO, for example, that highest charge, and couldn't connect an alleged criminal enterprise to the damages that Rodney Jones says that he faced. Now, does that mean that Sean Combs had a RICO enterprise? Maybe, maybe not. But it means in the civil lawsuit, it's not going to apply. So for his federal indictment, that criminal case, that's still going on, and that's probably a bigger issue for Sean Combs overall.
This story has gotten a lot of coverage already, and it undoubtedly will continue to. So what makes bad rap different?
So I think the really beautiful thing that ABC Radio and 2020 is doing is we have so much video, audio over the years of Sean Combs. He's always been in the public eye, and the ability to go through archival information, to speak to experts who are at some of the white parties, who listen to some of his music, who was following it all along, and then kind of just putting myself in there. Also someone who actually knows the law, who has been in the Southern District of New York where he's being prosecuted, and you get to see it from all of those angles. And someone who's familiar with the music and the culture in many ways, and talking about it from all those angles and then leading up to the trial. I think a lot of times we talk about trials, we kind of just drop people in. It's like, all right, here's opening statements. But with the podcast, you get to really follow the rise and fall of Sean Combs up into the trial, hear the controversy, hear the whispers, hear what could have really crashed his career but didn't. And then we leave you right at the trial, informed, entertained, exhilarated. And then we do it twice a week while the trial goes on. And we're going to give you those updates, give you that analysis, and also how it's all connected.
And I can confirm even from our conversations, when you understand what's coming in a trial and the context around it before that trial starts, it makes the trial itself so much more interesting. And I know you touched on how you have weekly episodes, and then once the trial starts, you're going to have twice a week episodes. What should we expect there from those kind of live updates?
I think you're going to get everything that you are accustomed to getting in ABC News Live, as well as radio, in the sense of they're already saying, Brian, we're going to have you right there sitting next to Aaron Katursky. You're going to be listening and watching. And when I come out to talk about the podcast, it's not just going to be, well, this evidence came out. It's going to be like, what was the jury looking like? What was this person doing? Unfortunately, in the Southern District of New York, we don't have cameras. People are not going to be able to watch this trial. Listening is probably going to be the best bet. And I love the way that ABC is attacking this and saying, let's put people in that courtroom as best as we can and give them a podcast that allows for that. So I think hearing about it, not just from a reporter, but also from an attorney, and hearing both of those aspects, I think you're going to enjoy it.